I'm talking with Sadie, who is midwife and expecting her 4th baby, all of which is absolutely fantastic. And what I'd like to know really is why you chose to have a home birth, because that's your choice this time, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the main things is my 11-year-old said she wanted to be there. And at first it's kind of, well, you can't really come to hospital with me, you're not really able to do that. And then at first I thought, they wouldn't allow me to do that. And I thought, well, they can't stop me from actually doing anything. Allow, exactly. Allow. So I rang up the home birth team and just said, I've had 2 caesareans before and a normal delivery. What do you think? And they said, I think it's brilliant. What made you choose to do it? And I just said to them, I want to be in my own environment. I don't want to go into hospital and feel like I just automatically shut off and go a little bit nervous because it's...
And you're a midwife even.
Yeah, and I'm so used to working on a very, very high-risk delivery suite that I think the noise of the buzzers and things, if I was in labour, I think would maybe trigger a little bit of anxiety and maybe make me shut down a little bit. So yeah, it's probably the main reason. But yeah, definitely so my 11-year-old can hopefully experience it. If there's nothing more interesting on the telly, she might decide to. Who knows?
And what did the obstetricians have to say about this?
Really, really positive actually. So I had a chat with my consultant and he just said, how would you like to deliver the baby? And I said, I'd like to be at home and have a normal delivery as possible. And he said, it sounds great. You sound like a sensible woman and I'll leave you under the care of the home birth team. That was it.
What more could you ask for from caregivers?
Oh, it's like fantastic, yeah.
Brilliant. Because all the evidence is with you, isn't it? It's just folklore that says you ought to go to hospital.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, we all know, especially after having 2 caesareans and early babies, we all know that kind of the odds if you do go in are probably more likely that you will end up with interventions than what you would if you were at home.
There's the birthplace study, which way back in 2011, that showed that without the slightest doubt, that if you are normal, I was going to say normal healthy, you're normal healthy, but you happen to have had 2 caesareans and 2 babies which were ready to come into the world a little bit before the average.
Yeah.
Which sometimes get the label prem babies, which they weren't, were they? Because they were perfectly big enough.
Perfectly, yeah.
But it shows that if you have your baby at home, or at least rather if you go to a hospital, you're more than 4 times as likely to end up with a caesarean than if you had it at home. And these are all normal, healthy women.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I know from my 3rd baby that I would go into hospital, they'd get me on a monitor and I would be put on a bed and that is where I'd end up staying until the baby was born, because you'd have the monitors on and they'd be trying to get the baby's heartbeat and they don't need to listen to the baby's heartbeat the whole time. They can just listen in after the contraction and check that baby's happy. So I'm actually, compared to my 3rd baby, I was really nervous and really anxious leading up to giving birth. This time I'm actually really excited. My husband thinks I'm mad because he said, how can it be exciting when you know what's to come? And I said, but it's so different this time. It's
wonderful. It will be. It will be wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be lovely. And my daughter's already said she wants to cut the cord and we've got the pool sorted. And
when it's finished pulsating and it's gone white.
Yeah, when it's gone white, exactly. And then she said, can I be the first to hold the baby? And I said, well, it'd probably be mummy first. And then you have to argue with your dad.
Well, the World Health Organisation says that only mum should touch the baby for an hour, don't they?
Oh, there you go. Then I'll tell her that.
That's absolutely brilliant. I'm impressed. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm really excited to get started on the course as well, actually, because I haven't actually myself done hypnobirthing with any of my children, but I've seen lots of ladies use hypnobirthing, and I started to have a look at the KG hypnobirthing and thought, definitely the way that I want to go for this one. So I'm going to get my daughter as well, having a little look with me, and my husband, who didn't quite understand at first what it all meant, but I've started to show him a bit, and he's done his own research and he's really excited as well. And
if he reads the birth reports from dads on the KG Hypnobirthing website, I think men feel they can believe what other men say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, actually, it's true. And I think because he's seen 3 of our children be born in a hospital in a very different environment, he's kind of still that kind of can't quite see in his head how it's going to go being at home, and he's very excited about it. And he actually said, if our 6-year-old's at home, I said, how would you feel if she does come down when I'm in labour, and he said, well, it's the most natural thing in the world, isn't it? So why shouldn't she witness you having a baby? And I just thought it's such a nice thing to say, especially after seeing 3 deliveries that probably weren't really very relaxed and very different to the normal, I guess, is what we say.
This is fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope it was useful. Hope you enjoyed it. It will be really important to us if you would subscribe to our channel. Click the link to subscribe and then you'll get all our most up-to-date information. It makes a difference to us and we're really grateful. Thank you.